Hey everyone, welcome back to your channel name. Today, we're going to talk about something that's got a lot of Bitcoin holders excited, and for good reason. With 13 out of the top 25 US banks now offering Bitcoin products, the significance of this can't be overstated. We're going to explore why the Bitcoin you hold will never be sold forever, and what this means for the value of Bitcoin. The growing institutional interest. Major US banks are now diving into Bitcoin products. This isn't just about speculation, it's about recognizing the value and potential of Bitcoin. When institutions like banks get into the game, it sends a strong signal to the market. They're not just investing, they're creating infrastructure for a new financial system. Think about it, if 13 of the top 25 US banks are offering Bitcoin products, this is a clear indication that Bitcoin is here to stay. Why Bitcoin will never be sold forever? It's simple. Once you understand the dynamics at play, you'll see that Bitcoin is not just a commodity to be bought and sold, it's a store of value that's becoming increasingly scarce. With the introduction of Bitcoin loans, which we'll get into in a minute, the narrative around Bitcoin is shifting. People aren't just holding on to Bitcoin, they're leveraging it for financial opportunities. This changes the game. When you can use Bitcoin as collateral for loans, the incentive to sell diminishes. Why sell when you can borrow against your holdings and still benefit from potential price increases? The rise of Bitcoin loans. Imagine being able to access liquidity without having to sell your Bitcoin. This is exactly what's happening. With more financial institutions entering the space, Bitcoin loans will become more accessible. This means holders can use their Bitcoin to fund their lives, investments, or businesses without parting with their assets. The significance? It creates a new layer of utility for Bitcoin, making it not just a speculative asset but a functional one. Impact on Bitcoin value. So, what does this mean for the value of Bitcoin? When you combine growing institutional interest with the rise of Bitcoin loans, you're looking at a perfect storm that could drive the price up. Here's why: as more people and institutions get in, demand increases. When demand increases, and supply remains limited, thanks to Bitcoin's capped supply of 21 million, prices tend to rise. Add to that the fact that holders are less likely to sell due to the availability of loans, and you've got a recipe for significant price appreciation. In conclusion, the Bitcoin you hold will never be sold forever because the dynamics of the market are shifting. With institutional backing of Bitcoin loans, Bitcoin is changing from a speculative asset to a foundational element of a new financial system. If you're holding Bitcoin, you're not just holding an asset, you're holding a piece of the future. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.